More and more people are seeking large screen TVs at affordable prices. Today we have the KUKA Y73 Pro with us, which is a 65-inch TV that costs just Rs 45,000. Now I know what you're thinking, KUKA might not be a familiar brand in India, but it's a renowned brand in some South Asian markets like Indonesia, Malaysia and Philippines. The company is trying to make inroads in India and is selling its TVs online on Flipkart. As for buyers, this presents a great opportunity to get great features at competitive prices. Is it worth your money? Let's find out in this review. Let's start with the most important thing, the display panel, followed by picture quality. One primary highlight of this TV is the matte finish on the display. This feature reduces reflectivity, which I found to be a major advantage, especially if you plan on watching your TV in a well-lit room with light sources or open windows. The matte finish helps minimize glare and improves contrast, thus making it easier to enjoy your TV. However, at times the picture can look less sharp, especially if you are too close to the TV. Glossy displays, on the other hand, can give a greater sense of depth even if they add a little bit of glare. KUKA Y73 Pro uses a QLED Plus panel. What makes it different from the regular QLED panels? Well, QLED Plus essentially refers to the use of an XQDEF diffuser plate. What this essentially means is that the panel combines quantum dots layers with the diffuser plate. Combining these two components into one has some advantages like better lifespan, better brightness and colors. The color volume as well as color gamut represent the TV's ability to reproduce traditional color spaces. We found both to be consistent with QLED TVs in the affordable and mid-range price segment. The display can reproduce about 85% of DCI-P3 color space and around 66% of BT2020 color space. Our unit seems to have an IPS or equivalent panel with wide viewing angles, and we did not notice any loss of luminance or colors when viewing off axis. Now let's talk about picture quality. We use SpectraCal C6 HDR 2000 colorimeter, VideoForge Pro pattern generator and Calman Ultimate software. We tested the TV in filmmaker mode, which is the most accurate color preset on this TV. In the SDR color checker test, the KUKA Y73 Pro scored an average delta error of just 1.4 and a maximum delta error of 4.3 out of the box. This is excellent color accuracy in SDR. The gamma curve shows that shadow details are slightly crushed, but this was not very noticeable when streaming online content on the TV. The colors and skin tones appear natural in SDR content. Coming to HDR, the TV supports HDR10, HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision, and all of these work in filmmaker mode. We recorded a maximum peak brightness of 387 nits in the vivid mode, but in filmmaker mode, which has a more accurate white point, the brightness drops down to approximately 300 nits, which is again standard for LCD TVs in this price segment. This, however, is not enough brightness or dynamic range for impactful HDR. For instance, the lamps in this dark scene in Presumed don't pop as they should. The good thing is that colors are mostly accurate in HDR10 and HDR10 Plus. We recorded an average delta error of 2.1 and a maximum delta error of 8.4, which is again excellent. In Dolby Vision content also, we noticed that the TV struggled with impactful highlights. Dark scenes in Dolby Visions were mostly tone mapped nicely, but they fell a little too dark at times. Overall, the HDR experience is not impressive but still exceeds our expectations at this price point. We didn't notice any major issues with the upscaling of legacy content. Motion in slow panning shots is also reasonably smooth. This is not particularly a gaming TV, since popular gamer-centric features like motion accelerator, high refresh rate, ALLM are missing. A casual gaming experience on the TV was just fine. So unless you are a competitive gamer, you will find the 60Hz display responsive enough for casual console gaming. HDR in games is again not as impactful. The 40-watt audio from the TV can get very loud. The quality of the audio, dialogue clarity and the width of the soundstage are still about average. If you are particular about audio quality on your TV, you will need to invest in an external sound system. This QLED TV features a solid metallic frame and narrow bezels on three sides. The slim plastic strip at the bottom with KUKA branding has a chrome finish that enhances the design without being distracting. Below the panel, there is a physical power button with a stylish power LED and a dedicated shutter to disable the far-field microphones for enhanced privacy. The metallic feet are reasonably stable and provide a secure base for the TV. The ports are all side-facing and easy to access. Overall, the TV has a functional design and there are no particular concerns here. The remote control with KUKA branding connects to the TV via IR or Bluetooth. While the build quality feels a little flimsy, the remote is quite comfortable to hold and operate. One standout feature in this remote is the customizable daily key, which is a fourth hotkey that you can map to any app of your choice or even to other multiple functions. Coming to performance and software, this KUKA TV is powered by 1.5 GHz quad-core processor backed by 2 GB RAM and 16 GB storage, 11 GB of which is free for users. This is standard configuration for TVs in this budget, save for tier 1 brands like LG, Samsung and Sony, which for some reason still stick to 8 GB of storage. The UI transitions on this TV are a tad sluggish. We encountered some random stutters while fast forwarding content or when switching between apps. The Google TV software is based on Android 11 TV with several added customizations on top. You can access quick settings and shortcuts from the input key. Google TV ensures perks like Google Assistant and seamless mirroring from Google Home app. Thanks to the far-field microphones, you can use the OK Google prompts hands-free, and this work very reliably from a normal viewing distance of 7 to 8 feet. You can cast videos from your Android phone or Apple iPhone from popular apps. Apple AirPlay and HomeKit support is not present, so screen mirroring from Apple devices will not be as seamless. KUKA adds several preloaded apps on this TV like Swipe Home, Daily Manage, Daily Play, most of which we didn't find to be very useful. There's also a TV karaoke app that has a collection of popular songs in karaoke format. So now comes the big question, should you buy it? If you're looking for an extra large 65-inch display at an affordable price, this KUKA Y73 Pro is certainly worth considering. It offers great color accuracy, especially in HDR, and the matte finish on the display that effectively mutes reflection. The display has wide viewing angles and the audio is loud and reasonably clear. On the downside, the HDR experience isn't as impactful and we encountered a few random bugs in the software. Additionally, with any unestablished brand, it's hard to have complete assurance of long-term after-sales support. All said and done, the KUKA Y73 Pro TV punches above its weight and its flaws seem easily forgivable for the price. So that was my review of the KUKA Y73 Pro TV. Let us know in the comment section if you have any additional questions and we'll answer them as soon as we can. See you in the next one.